Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel. This is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. Social Security recipients could see an increase in their monthly benefit checks. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is urging moderate Democrats to agree with the new massive budget plan. This coming Friday, I will be giving away Walmart gift cards. Please enter the giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and also leaving a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. Outnumbered and with their party's most powerful leaders arrayed against them, 9 moderate Democrats are trying to upend plans for enacting President Biden's multi-trillion-dollar domestic program, which faces a House showdown. All the rebellious group must do to prevail is to outmaneuver the White House, Speaker Nancy Pelosi, and numerous progressive colleagues who have stood firmly against them. That is no small task. The House meets again today in what Democratic leaders hope will be an interruption of lawmakers' August recess. They want a quick approval of a budget resolution, setting up future passage, maybe later this fall, of legislation directing $3.5 trillion at safety net, environment, and other programs over the next decade. That huge measure, largely financed with tax increases on the rich and big businesses, compromises the heart of President Biden's vision for helping millions of families and fighting climate change and its progressives' top priority. The moderates have threatened to oppose the budget resolution unless the House first approves a $1 trillion 10-year package of road, power grid, broadband, and other infrastructure projects that's already passed by the Senate. With unanimous Republican opposition expected to the fiscal blueprint, the moderates' 9 votes would be more than enough to sink it in the narrowly divided House. The moderates want Congress to quickly send the bipartisan infrastructure measure to President Biden so he can sign it before the political winds shift. That would nail down a victory they could tout in the re-election campaigns next year. Representative Josh Gottheimer had stated, "The House cannot afford to wait months or do anything to risk passing the infrastructure bill." He is a leader of the 9 moderate mavericks who have released statements reaffirming their desire that the infrastructure vote comes first. With most of President Biden's domestic agenda at stake, it is unimaginable that Pelosi would let her own party's centrists deal him an embarrassing defeat. Some solution averting a Biden setback in the House seems likely, but it was unclear what that would be. So everyone, what are your thoughts on this? Please leave them in the comment section below.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Do you support Jerry Nadler's bill to expand the Supreme Court by 4 seats? And would you commit to bringing that bill to the floor?
No. I support the President's commission to study such a proposal, but frankly, I'm not. Right now, we're back. Our members, our committees are working. We're building putting together the infrastructure bill and the rest. I don't know that that's a good idea or a bad idea. I think it's an idea that should be considered, and I think the President's taken the right approach to have a commission to study such a thing. It's a big step. It's not out of the question. It has been done before in the history of our country a long time ago, and the growth of our country, the size of our country, the growth of our challenges in terms of the economy, etc., might necessitate such a thing. But in answer to your question, I have no plans to bring it to the floor. No. Yes, sir.
Given the potential flexibility the Senate parliamentarian has offered the other chamber on more reconciliation bills, can you give us any insight into your thinking about how you'll approach the jobs plan in terms of, you think you might do multiple bills, single bill? I mean, have any of those decisions been made yet, and kind of how are you looking at that strategically?
Well, I don't. Right now, we're awaiting any guidance from the Senate as to what that actually means. As I've said to you before, I don't get involved in their rules, and they don't get involved in our rules. However, for us to proceed, we just need to know how we meet the needs of the American people, what our goals are, what the needs are, and how we prioritize that spending. How it will fit, I hope it wouldn't need a reconciliation bill, but we'll be ready if it does.
U.S. House Representative Speaker Nancy Pelosi set an October 1st target date for passing President Joe Biden's multi-trillion-dollar infrastructure and social spending agenda. So in a Dear Colleague letter to her fellow Democrats, Nancy Pelosi also warned against delaying next week's expected vote on a $3.5 trillion budget resolution that some centrists have threatened not to support. The Senate has already passed both a $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill to rebuild America's roads, bridges, waterways, airports, and the budget resolution, which includes spending instructions for Biden's Build Back Better plan on education, healthcare, childcare, and climate measures. So everyone, do you think that the House of Representatives should pass the new bill sooner? Please leave your thoughts again in the comment section below. Social Security recipients should get a major cost of living adjustment next year, amid a steep rise in the prices of everything from gasoline, food, cars, and to bacon. The adjustment could be as high as 5.3% in 2022, CNBC News reported, which would be a substantial increase over the 1.3% COLA implemented for 2021. And that would be the biggest rise in more than a decade. A lot of it depends on how the U.S. economy performs over the next few months, and whether the Federal Reserve raises interest rates to deal with higher inflation. The 5.3% COLA estimate for the year 2022 was calculated by the Senior Citizens League. The Social Security COLA for the following year is typically announced during the month of October, Forbes reported last month, and it's based on the current rate of inflation. An increase of 5.3% would be the biggest cost of living adjustment since 2009, when the COLA was 5.8%. Experts noted that the overall inflation rate has risen 5% over the last 12 months, the biggest jump in nearly 13 years. They added that the May rate of inflation was higher than anticipated and likely to rise again this month. Many argue, however, that these benefit increases won't be sufficient to maintain seniors' purchasing power. That is because the CPIW, which tracks spending habits of urban workers, may not accurately reflect how many retirees spend their money. For example, seniors generally spend a disproportionately high amount on goods and services like health care, which historically has been higher than normal. While healthcare spending is represented in the CPIW, the percentage allocated to it may be less than the average senior citizen spends on it. That means the overall inflation rate impacting seniors' wallets may differ greatly from the amount computed by the CPIW. Over the years, this has led to a loss in purchasing power. For many seniors, compared to the amount of support Social Security was originally intended to provide. So everyone, should Social Security recipients receive a monthly benefit raise sooner than next year? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you everyone for joining me here this morning. That's the end of the video. I hope you found some of this information helpful. Remember that this coming Friday, I will be giving away Walmart gift cards. To enter that giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and also like this video. Thank you so much everyone, and have a very blessed week.